피곤하고 머리 아프고 좀 세상이 핑핑 돈다. 로그인 꼭 해야 돼? 안 해도 상관없는 거 아니야? 하이원에서 유비소프트 서버 로그인 되나? 안 될 텐데. 되네.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up. Or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars. As the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. When it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end. We're here. Let's go.
몇 프레임이야 이거? 30인.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
I think we're here.
아, 어서 오세요. 몸이 너무 안 모르겠어. 몸에 너무 기력이 없어가지고. 잠이 덜 깬 걸 수도 있고. 기력이 없어. 갈수록 체력이 없어 지금.
The key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests to make sure there aren't any major issues.
아, 오래 살고 싶은데.
What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there. Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
나 쉽게 안 죽는다고? 그러면 좋겠다. 아, 이거 몸에 너무 기력이 없으니까 미치겠네. 당? 아니, 당 떨어진 건 아닌 것 같은데. 뭐가 몸에서 그냥 힘이 빠져나가는 것 같아. 노루 걸릴 만한 건 안 먹었어.
Rerun your way through this little obstacle course.
아, 오늘 뭐 먹었다고 한 거 뭐 밥 제외하면은 먹은 거 스니커즈인데 설마 스니커즈 먹고 노루 걸리겠지? 몸
That's a
뜨뜻하게 하고.
constraint. These are optional objectives
뜨뜻하게 하는
that
거
raise your
고장났어.
synchronization rate. All right, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap. Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Sir. Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Smart man.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
And the statesman, because he's so great, thinks his trade as honest as mine.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
Like me too, he acts in a double capacity. Both
I already have.
And for. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by 'em.
Sir, Black Mall had sent word her trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as...
1,000 pardons. My apologies.
You may satisfy that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gates, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to if he did not mend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may mention a booking. For Tom Gag, £40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from the transportation, or I can get more by her staying in.
Betty has brought more goods into our locked here than any five of the gang.
오 뭐야 뽀뽀를 하고 지랄을 하네. 오 막 파우파우하는 미친놈들 부럽다. 같이 하자고 하면 된다고? 깜빵가. 여자들은 이상하게 내가 말을 걸면 다 약속 있다 그러고 채식주의자, 밥 먹자 그러면은 고기 먹자 그러면 채식주의자라 그러고 다 혼전순결이라 하더라고 내가 말 걸면. 채식 식당 가자고 해봤는데 그럼 다이어트 중이래. 다이어트 식당? 그럼 자기 장염 걸려서 밥 못 먹는데. 자신감을 갖고 자신감 갖고 말하니까 자기는 연애는 당분간 한 100년 정도 할 생각이 없다고 하던데. 네, 황원군님 어서 오세요.
Jeremy's really burning on the boards tonight. He's a marvel.
저는 이번 생에서는 인기 많은 남자가 되긴 글렀나봐요. 인기가 대수냐고? 오, 왕대수지.
Hatham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
마음씨가 고와야 된다고? 나 마음씨 고운데 왜 애는 안 죽이냐고? 애를 죽이면은 그 국가 협약에 위반돼서 죽이면 안 돼.
Come, please!
Over there! That's the one that man there! Seize him!
What has happened?
A man was killed in the upper balcony! I've done no wrong! I swear it! Any weapons?
I beg your pardon.
Did they find pushing?
Please!
Let us through! Peace, friends! There is no danger!
아 나와봐 얘들아. 이렇게 매너가 없니?
Order! We must have order!
It happened right at that balcony.
What are those men doing? Order! We must have order! Peace, friends! There is no danger! Move! Imbecile!
Where are you going?
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
옛날 게임이긴 하다
Those who
그래픽이.
ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that to be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge, perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors.
불탔지.
But of one thing I am
리마스터
certain.
아니냐고? 아니야.
Whatever waits behind those doors shall
리마스터
prove a
욕을
great
너무 많이
boon
먹어서.
to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first?
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
10분 3편이 욕먹은 이유는 스토리를 게임 한 편에 다 못 담아가지고 욕을 먹은 거지. 한 편 안에 한 편으로 플레이를 했을 때